This is how I went from 0 clients, 0 experience, and 0 reputation to bagging clients like ESPN, Nike, and the like. What is up? I'm Harbor with Extra Credit Design Club, and today I want to answer the question that I had for years, and that is, how do I go from absolute 0 to 1? How do I go from no experience, no clients, to getting that first client, and then from there, the second and the third, and creating a way to get a steady stream of freelance clients? You see, I have watched all kinds of YouTube videos, talked to other designers, and everyone will tell you, as they told me, how to work better with clients, better workflow, how to charge more, all these things that didn't really matter if I couldn't answer the one question of how do I just start? Go from 0 to 1 and then beyond. For me, the secret sauce was in using Behance. Now you might hear that and be like, that's it? Behance? Using, okay, that's vague. Don't worry, I'm gonna break it down step by step, the process that I use to grow a following and have my work seen by potential clients. Now, just so you know, this is in no way sponsored by Behance or Adobe, anything like that. I just love using the platform. It has worked wonderfully for me, and I want to help other graphic designers like myself be able to use it to be more creative and to make money doing design outside of a 9-to-5 job. Now, before I get into the step-by-step, the what and the how exactly, if you're not familiar with Behance, real quick, I'm going to tell you what it is. Behance is basically a massive portfolio website. Designers can upload their portfolios there, upload new projects. Not only that, designers can go there for inspiration. Designers can also go to Behance to download resources like fonts or mockups. So it's a community for graphic designers to share their work, but also be inspired and interact with other designers. But not only that, there is a second community on Behance, and that is businesses who are looking to hire freelance designers. Now you may be thinking, okay, it just is another freelance platform like Upwork or Fiverr, but it is different in a very important way. First off, it is specific to design and creative work, whereas something like Upwork or Fiverr is just general any kind of freelance. And that distinction is important because people with a more elevated taste for design know to go to a platform that specifically caters to design and creative needs. The person who's looking for graphic design on Fiverr is a very different client than the client looking for a freelance designer on Behance. I have noticed that generally on Behance, the people have a more elevated eye for design, more respect for it, and budgets that reflect that respect. So with that as your base of knowledge, understanding why Behance is a powerful platform, let's jump right into the actual practical steps. There are 3 steps that I'm going to hit you with, and each one I want to hit you with not only the what you need to do, but the why you're doing it and the how to do it. Now, after I talk about these specific steps at the end of this video, if you want to stick around, that's when I hit you with the real good stuff. How I believe I was able to get clients like ESPN and Barnes & Nobles and Nike and these big clients fairly early on in my freelance career. I'm going to hit you with more higher level mindset type of things. So if you want to get the good stuff, stick around till the end of the video. Without further ado, let's jump in step number 1. Step 1 is create the type of work that you want to be paid to make. It's very, very simple, but a lot of the times, starting off as a designer, we don't know how to strike the balance. I want to do what I want to do, but also I want to do what other people want to do, so they'll pay me for it, and where do I land? My best advice is this: people will only hire you to do what they have seen you do in the past. So, if you don't want to do web design, do not post web design. If you only want to make custom fonts for people, just post fonts. If you don't want to be paid to do that type of work, do not post that type of work. Now, when I say post this type of work, I am talking about personal projects. When I first started as a graphic designer, I was really self-conscious about posting just personal work. I thought, well, good designers actually get clients and post the work from their clients, and they are just better designers than me. Everyone's gonna know because they have real work, and here I am, an idiot, just posting another personal project. That could not be further from the truth. What I have found is that clients care more about the work than who it's done for. In all my years, only one time has anyone ever asked me, who have you worked for in the past? And I will tell you this, on all of my Behance profile, I have only ever posted personal projects. And it works for me. I still get clients because the client who chooses you based on the quality of work is the client you want to work with. The client who chooses you because you worked with X, Y, or Z company is not the client you want to be working with. Let me say this, and I cannot stress it enough. If a client is hiring you for any other reason other than the quality of work you produce, they are hiring you for the wrong reason, and they are not going to be easy to work with. So just to pound this in even further, do not worry 1 ounce about posting real client work. Again, post the type of work that you want to see in the world. Post the type of work that you will be just elated if somebody hired you to make something like that. At this point, just starting off, the only thing you should be concerning yourself with is improving the quality of your work. Now, I do have another video, you can check it out right here, about mastering your craft and how you can rapidly improve the quality of your work if you want to check that out. But for now, I'm going to say it again because it's that important. If somebody hires you for any other reason than the quality of your work, they are hiring you for the wrong reason. Now, on a more practical note, I would say post on Behance, if at all possible, once every 2 weeks. That is what I did. I'm not going to get super in-depth about how to post on Behance, but I'll just jump on my profile real quick and show you how to do it lickety-split. So here is my Behance profile. Super easy. If I want to post a new project, I'll just hit share work. I'll hit project. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm here. You can just drag and drop images here. That's what I do. You change some settings around, your title, your tags, your tools you used, the category, all of that, super simple. Now, when you're deciding what your post should look like, my advice is just explore Behance, see what type of posts you like, what resonates with you, and you can copy those formats. Obviously, don't copy the work, but you can use the same layout. Now, this brings me to step number 2. Step number 2 is give away something for free. Once you have done step number 1 and have 5 or 6 projects that you're really proud of, that you think, yeah, if I was a client looking for this type of work, I would hire this person. Once you have 5 or 6 of those projects, it is time to start to try and grow a following on Behance. Growing a following is important because you want to get your work seen by as many people as possible, so that when a client searches for a certain type of work on Behance, your projects are the projects they see first or early on. You see, with any business endeavor, it's no more complicated than creating a desirable product and putting that product where the customer can find it. With Behance, your product is going to be a freelance design service, and your customer is your potential freelance clients. So you would do well to try and grow a following on Behance so that these people can see it. Now, if the idea of growing an audience is stressing you out, it's like, ugh, trust me, this is very different than growing an audience on a social media platform like TikTok or Instagram. Just the very name, social media, says it right there. I didn't start a business to be social. I have a social life for that. I started a business to make money. So I have zero interest, personally, in growing a following on any social media platform. I have an interest in growing a following on the platform where people go specifically to spend money. If you think about it, the creative director of such and such company in an awkward elevator ride isn't going to open up Behance. They open up Behance when they're ready to spend money. So, if I have to choose where to put my time and attention and effort into growing an audience, it's gonna be on the place where people go to spend the money. Not only that, growing a following on Behance is very different than on social media because, for example, probably every designer you know is on social media. But how many designers do you know that post on Behance regularly every couple of weeks? Much, much fewer. Just from that fact alone, it is going to be so much easier to stand out on a platform like Behance. There's much less competition, much less noise, and remember, clients and potential clients go there wanting to spend money, not like on social media or TikTok where they go just to kill some time or avoid an awkward situation or just out of habit. So now that we know the what, give something away for free, we know the why it is important to grow an audience, I'm going to hit you with the how. For that, I'm going to jump over onto my Behance page again. So here we have my Behance page, and I'll just let you look at a couple things as my latest project has 1,000 views. This one before 5,000, almost 10,000, 15,000. I think my most popular ones 35,000, 30,000. So you can see a lot of people are seeing my work, but this was not always the case. If I scroll down further, you can see back in the day I was getting 500 views on Bow here, 800, 500, only 100. And for me, the difference came almost overnight when I posted something for free. And that was right here, Lastic. You can see I got Lastic. You can hit download it for free. You can see on the main thumbnail it says free. If I go back here, the project is called Free Font. Every image I tagged with free font, and this font, up until that point, and maybe still today, is my favorite font I have ever created. It was for sure the highest quality font that I had ever created. So I'm going to hit you with this advice. give away your very best work. You want it to be something that other designers on Behance looking for inspiration, looking for resources, are going to be super excited to download. It's going to be something where they got no choice. Of course, I'm going to download this. It's free. It's amazing. And of course, I'm going to follow the designer who created it. Yes, you may be tempted to try and sell your best work, and you should sell a good amount of your work. It's super easy to do on Behance. But giving away something, it's kind of a cosmic act of generosity. You say, I'm giving this to you for free. It's a font that's my best work. Use it commercially however you want. And in return, the universe gives you attention. It gives you this following. I'm not getting too metaphysical with it, but it's super simple. If you are the most generous person in the room, of course, other people are going to want to follow you. And on Behance, we want to grow a following. All right, so up until this point, we have 5 or 6 projects we love. We are giving away something, our best work, for free. We're starting to get a following. The next step is to create services. On Behance, all you need to do to be able to set up your freelance business is have a Stripe account. If you can start a Stripe account, then you can use Behance. But in order to do so, I would advise you set up 3 services. Now, you might ask yourself, why 3? What 3? It doesn't matter what creative field you're in, if it's photography or graphic design or type design or illustration or whatever. Some of the best business advice I can give you is this: sell something for free, sell something for $100, sell something for $1,000, and sell something for $10,000. Now, those specific numbers are not exactly important. The idea is you should give something away for free and sell something, moving up the ladder of value. This helps you cast a much wider net. If you offer something for free, sometimes people's budgets are just for free, but later down the line, when they do have a budget, they'll remember, this designer gave something away for free that was awesome. So I can just imagine what type of work they'll do when I give them $1,000 or $5,000. And likewise, there's people who love your work, but if you only give them the chance to spend $1,000 with you instead of $10,000, they are never going to even have the option. You will never make a sale for $10,000 if you don't offer somebody a product for $10,000. You're already giving away something for free. Now we're going to set up these 3 services, moving each one up the ladder of how much you are going to charge and what you are going to deliver. Again, let me hop over to my Behance profile to show you how to do this very simply. Here we are on my profile. Up at the top, I can hit the service tab, hit plus, and I can add a new service. You can see here I have things moving up the ladder. I have a logo design for $1,000. I have simple brand package that includes logo, color, and typeface for $2,000. I don't really want to take on big brand projects, so instead I have custom typeface design starting at $4,200. I'm going to click into this middle one, the logo design for $1,000, to show you how to set this up exactly. I have here a bunch of different images of work I've done in the past, so again, somebody can see it, get excited, and know what to expect. And then I have a description. In the description, I am very clear about the process. What's it going to look like? You want your client to read the description and know, okay, this is exactly what I'm getting. this is what I can expect. You don't want them to have any big question marks. Now that you have these 3 steps laid out in front of you, create the type of work you want to get paid to create. Give something away for free so that you can grow an audience and increase your chance of being seen. And offer a very clear product, one that's inexpensive, a little more expensive, and a little more expensive. You have everything you need in order to go from absolute zero to start getting your first clients. But now, you might be asking yourself, how does that turn into bigger clients? That's what I want to talk about in this last part of the video. And the truth is, I have absolutely no idea. I didn't do anything beyond these 3 steps that I'm showing you here. I didn't do anything to specifically target ESPN or Nike and say, buy my stuff, work with me. It didn't happen. They, just like any other client I have received, saw my work, liked my work, and then reached out with a project they thought I would be a good fit for, or bought one of my products that would be a good fit for their company. And these things happened pretty early on. At the beginning of last year, I was still in design school. I hadn't worked with anybody. And now I've worked with quite a few big name clients. I think a large reason why I was able to see success more quickly than perhaps someone else was because I was putting my time and attention on the platforms where people go to spend money. I'm not worried about growing a social media following. Again, I'm not wasting time creating work to post on Instagram so someone can see it and like it and go, cool. I'm creating work for places like Creative Market. You work for them. Etsy, Envato Elements, Behance. I am putting my work in the places that people go to spend money buying graphic design work, products, and services. Another reason why I think I was able to get these big clients is because I'm conscious with the work that I post. I want to create things that are unique and that are desirable. You could spend 8, 10, 100 hours getting the perfect, exact, right design work. Every little detail is perfect. The lines are exactly everything. Or you could spend, instead of 100 hours doing that, spend 50 hours thinking, not even designing, just thinking about what can I do that is desirable and unique. And then once you have that 50 hours, you might hit an idea, and then you're only going to have to spend, instead of another 50 designing, maybe just 20 hours designing. You won't have to be the best, perfect, this and then. You will have a product that is in a league of its own, that is not competing with 20 other things that are just like it, and the only thing that makes yours different is, this one small little perfect detail. I don't mess with that. If as a designer you can think before you ever start designing, what can I do that is noteworthy? What can I do that people will talk about? What can I do that is desirable and unique? If you can start with that, then you won't have to spend 100,000 hours getting the perfect, exact right design. Still strive to always do your best work. But if you can spend 100 hours actually designing or 100 hours thinking of how can I be remarkable, how can I be unique, how can I be desirable, that will serve you so much greater in the long run. So I hope that helps. Spend your time thinking about how to be remarkable, how to be desirable and unique within your creative field. Once you have landed on something that you like, Create that type of work often. Give away something for free. Be very generous. Give away your best work. Create products that are easy to understand for potential buyers. Offer something at low, mid, and high budget. And hey, I can't say everything's going to change, but that is what I did in order to get from 0 to 1. As always, I'm Harbor with Extra Credit Design Club, and I'll catch you in the next.